Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. Hope it's getting better by the minute. Mine is definitely getting better by the minute. It is not as sunny here today, and so I look really pale. I'm really not this pale. It's the combination of the white and the lack of sun today. If you hear my dog barking, he is not happy that I put him in my bedroom. And there's people working on our deck outside, so not sure what to do with him. Hi everybody, I see, looks like Eli's here. And Brody's here, and Noah, Lindsay, Brooklyn. Hi, guys. Come on in and get cozy. We'll wait for everybody else to come on in. We're going to be starting with our English lesson today. So if you have your English page 66, you can go ahead and pull that out. We're going to go over any questions you have on that first, and then we'll do the math. Have you noticed the picture? Did I say anything about this picture before? This is Trevor when he's at his most intelligent. Not really. It's just a drawing that looks like him all dressed up. I am waiting a little bit longer till everybody gets here. We've got about a minute more until 1 o'clock. Hi, Ella. Miss you guys. I hope you guys have seen that I put up a new Google chat, Google Doc for you to chat on, and it is a place where you can see pictures that a lot of you sent me last week. So go check out what they said and put in your own input. That'll be changing from time to time. We'll have new topics to put in there and new pictures too. I see Esther and Lexi. Hi guys, come on in. Make sure you have your English page handy. We're going to start with English first. It's page 66. If you have not finished your English page, then you need to go away from the computer, shut down YouTube Live, and go to your English, and then come back when you're finished. Hi, Caden, and sup, Kilmer. All right, so go ahead and put your questions, if you have any, on your English paper. Type that into your comment line there on page 66. I think 66 was probably a little easier for most of you because we've done helping verbs quite a bit, and you guys have already memorized the helping verb chant. Hi, Willa. Good to see you. Kind of see you. And there's my Kimmer. He's saying hi to Eli, and now he's saying hi to everybody else. Okay, that's cool. Hey, Jaden. Brody's still saying hi. Hi, Brody. Hi to everybody. All right, I'm waiting for questions on page 66 of your English. This is first thing we're going to do is English, page 66. While I'm waiting for questions there, I will apologize again about this morning's English video. Apparently, I pushed pause while I was recording because I have to erase the board and write new things up in between. And when I pushed pause to unpause it, it didn't unpause. So the whole first paragraph was missing. Since then, I think it was Kate let me know that that was missing, I have put up just paragraph 1 as a whole other YouTube video. So you can go check that out and finish correcting page 65. Looks like we've got a few more people coming in. All right, if you have questions on page 66, go ahead and do that. For those of you that are in the writing club, the writing competition is due on Wednesday, and you should be working through, this was in your newsletter that came out last night, but you should be working through your proofreading page and your revising page that are in your packet, your writing packet I gave you at the beginning of your tall tale. So if you are missing that packet, let me know, but you need to be working on that. And as soon as you get done proofreading and revising using these 2 checklists, then you let me know so that I can proofread it and revise it, and we can get it all fixed up before the deadline. So be working on that. All righty. Hi, Elena. Good to see you. Kind of. One more time, I'm just going to remind you guys to go check out the new Google Doc that I put all of you guys on so that you can talk to each other. You need to stay to the prompt that I gave you at the top. There's a topic, but Brody and Lindsay have already done it, and you can go in and see what they answered to the question, and then you can put your own answer next to your name. And if you scroll down at the bottom of that page, there are pictures from last week that you guys sent me about where your new school is in your house. And I'll be posting one of myself on there as well. All right, I'm not getting any questions from English, page 66. Give it just a minute more. Yes, Brooklyn, you told me that as well. I think Kate also told me. Hi to all. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and switch now to math. However, listen carefully. Some of us accidentally took the test instead of the practice test. So if you accidentally did the test, you need to shut this down and walk away, because you can't be listening to the answers that's going to be your test tomorrow, because you're going to be taking this practice test tomorrow instead. You're just going to swap them. So if you accidentally took the wrong test, you need to just close this computer and go away from it. Be done. Okay? And parents, I hope you're listening in and helping them to follow that rule, because that would be cheating. So I'm going to be watching. I see the name scrolling, and I know a few of you that have accidentally taken, it wasn't your fault. It's okay. You're not in trouble. But if you accidentally took the test that should have been tomorrow, then you need to leave our chat room. And the one that you should have in front of you looks like this. It says Test 21, Form A. If you have Test 21, Form A completed, and your parents have graded it, then you're welcome to stay. If you don't have this exact form, then you need to step away from the computer right now. All righty? And Jaden, I hope you can see what I just said. I see your question now. How do we know if it's the practice test? This is the one that I gave you for practice. It says right there, Test 21, Form A. So if you didn't take that one, then you need to step away from the computer. Okay? If you have taken that one, it should be corrected before you come to the computer. Your parents had the key sent to them, and so they need to correct this. They need to put check marks by the one you got wrong, and then you can come back and ask your questions. So if you have finished this practice test and your parents have checked it, you can stay. If they haven't, or you haven't taken it, then you need to step away. Let your parents know if you took the test and they haven't contacted me, that they need to let me know that. Okay, this is the one you should have done today. Test 21, Form A. Okie doke. Thank you guys. Thanks for being honest. I appreciate that. Can you hear my dog? He is not happy that I stuck him in my bedroom. All right, let's go ahead. Hi, doggo. Yes. Let's go ahead and have some questions on our practice test that you guys have all taken and your parents have all corrected. Bye, Noah. Thanks so much, bud. Waiting for some questions on our practice test. Remember, it's not a big deal if you accidentally took the wrong test. You can just take the other one tomorrow. Thank you, Jaden. Number 6, Jaden wants to know. Now, number 6 was hard if you didn't look at my dojo, because on my dojo that I sent, it had a picture, a better picture than what was scanned. When I scan or I copy paper, sometimes those little boxes are hard to see how many are actually filled in. So if you missed number 6 because you couldn't see the numbers filled in, then you need to go look at the dojo I sent your parents on the class story. I took a better picture of my copy, so you can look at that one and answer number 6. Okay, was that the reason why, Jaden? Was that why you had that one as a question? Audrey's asking about number 2. What is the total number of days in all the months with exactly 31 days? Well, this is the same question that I had a few days ago, and I messed it up. So I'm so grateful, Audrey, that you're going to let me try again. Let's start by listing the months of the year. Say it with me. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Double check me, make sure I got them all. I have a tendency to forget one, especially on today. All right, so let's go through our chant and cross out the ones that don't have 30 days. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31 except February, which has 28 till leap year gives it 29. So the ones that I didn't cross out are January, March, May, July, August, October, and December. Let's see how many months that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months have 31 days. So I'm going to take 31 and multiply it times 7. So Audrey, that's how you would find that one, and you can do the multiplication there. The next one is Caden. Caden is asking about number 9. Oh, okay, thanks, Jaden. I'm glad that's all that was on number 6. Caden wants to know about number 9. So take a look at number 9 with me. This is number 2. Number 9 says, Beth opened a liter of milk and poured 1/4 of it into a pitcher. How many milliliters of milk did she pour into the pitcher? Well, first of all, how many milliliters are in a liter? We know she had 1 liter, but how many milliliters is that? Milli means 1,000. So if there was 1,000 milliliters, that's our whole number, and they said she poured out 1/4 of it, now you can figure it out, right? You can think of it as a picture. You're going to divide 1,000 by 4, and then you can actually divide 1,000 by 4 and see how many milliliters that will be. And Caden, I know you know how to do division, so I'll let you work on that. Lexi has a question on number 3. Yeah, postage. Number 3 says it costs $1.47 to mail the package. Marcia put 3 25-cent stamps on the package. How much more postage did the package need? So we know that in order to mail the postage or mail the package, she has to end up with $1.47 on that package. But she's already put some money on there. She's put 3/4. How much is 3/4 worth? 25, 50, 75 cents. So she has already put on 75 cents, but she needs to add some more to it. She has some, she needs to add some more to get to $1.47. Now, how do I solve this missing number? I bet Lexi could tell me. If she were here, she would say, Mrs. Huff, you have to flip and subtract. So I'm going to flip it upside down and subtract 75 cents. That will give me the amount that I need to put on in order to reach $1.47. So Lexi, I'll let you do that. And anybody else that's working on number 3, you can do that. I'm going to go on to Caden's next question, which is number 20. Let's see, this one was number 3. Number 20 says, oh, this one. Caden, you know how to do this. But I bet you're just seeing if you got it right. Okay, so 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 9 plus something plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 equals 49. Don't you just love these? Oh, and you can't see the end of that. Let me scooch it up a little bit. 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. Did I do that right? 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 49. There, now you can see the whole thing. So the first thing you have to do is add everything you can. Well, I can't add this guy, but I could add all of those other guys. So I'm going to just add these. First, 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. I hope you're saying these answers. 13 plus 9 is 22. 22 plus 5 is 27. 27 plus 2 is 29. 29 plus 2 is 31. 31 plus 1 is 32. I better check my work. Make sure I did it right, because sometimes I'm on the fly and I'm checking my computer and all this and I get sidetracked. You have to do it right. Okay, so that means all of these other things equal 32, but I still don't know what this guy equaled. So 32 plus something equals 49. Now, just like Lexi's question, you guys know how to solve this. It's a missing number with addition. We flip and subtract. So 49 minus 32. That will give you that missing number. Hope that helps you out there, Caden. Audrey, I see you got that one answered. All right, Esther has a question on number 9. And Esther, I answered number 3 and 4. So let's start with number 9. Number 9 says, I want my page here. Oh, I did number 9 already. Yeah, I already covered that one. So 9 and 3 and 4. 33 desks were arranged in 6 rows as equally as possible. Okay, this is one of those ones where you really need to draw this out to be able to be. We've done this on our daily work many times. We have 33 desks, and it says that they were arranged in 6 rows as equally as possible. Equally is kind of like equal groups, and usually in equal groups, you end up having to divide. So we're going to divide 33 by the number of rows. So 6 into 33. 6 goes into 33 5 times. 5 times 6 is 30. And I subtract, and that leaves 3. There's nothing else to bring down. So it's 5 remainder 3. But that doesn't answer my questions. They want to know how many rows had exactly 5 desks and how many rows had exactly 6 desks. Well, they told us there were 6 rows, so I'm going to draw 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you remember me doing this at the top of your page sometimes? And we found that there were 5 in each of those. I'm going to put 5 in each of these. So we know there are 5 desks in each of these rows, but we had some left over. So remember, just like when you're dealing cards, if you have 3 left in your hand to deal out, you're just going to keep going till you run out of cards. So I'm going to deal this one of them, this one of them, and this one of them. That will be my 3 left over. Now look at question 5 or 6A. No, 4A. It says, how many rows had exactly 5 desks? Well, this one has 6, this one has 6, this one has 6. Oh, 3 of them, 3 rows had 5 desks. Then they ask on part B, how many rows had 6 desks? 1, 2, 3 had 6 desks. So when we draw it like this, and we actually start putting them in, Eli says it's glitching. Let me double check and make sure my phone is off. Yeah, it's off. Not sure why that's glitching. Brody's saying 217. I don't have 217, Bud. Did you mean 2 and 7? Oh, I bet you were answering a question. Had to reload, typing wasn't responding. Willow wondered about 6. Yeah, number 6 is on Dojo, right. Okay. Eli, I'm so sorry it's not working for you, bud. Ella wants to know about number 3. Okay, I did that one over there earlier. 4 and 11, Audrey says. 4 we did. Let's do 11. Number 11 says there were 69 fairies in the meadow. 2/3 of them were dancing under the rainbow. How many fairies were dancing under the rainbow? So first of all, did you notice that they gave you a whole number and a fraction? Oh, we know what to do. If we give a whole number and a fraction, we get to set it up like this, which helps a bunch. So 2/3 of them were dancing under the rainbow. I use my denominator to divide. I need 3 parts because that's my denominator. And then I'm actually going to do that with numbers. 69 divided by 3. So first thing we divide by the denominator. 3 goes into 6, 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. Bring down my 9. 3 goes into 9. 3 times 3 is 9. So we know that there are 23 in every third. But they did not ask us how much 1/3 was. They asked us how much 2/3 was. So we need both of these. So I'm going to take my 23 and I'm going to say 23 times 2. Or you could do 23 plus 23. Either one of those will get you the same answer. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. Or 3 plus 3 is 6. 2 plus 2 is 4. So my answer is 46. Don't forget your tag, fairies. That was number 11. Let's see. 3. Okay, I see there's a question on number 10 for Esther. I'm going to do 10 over here. Number 10 says, what is the area of this rectangular field? So here's my field. It's 80 feet long and 30 feet wide. I'm sorry, not 30. 50 feet wide. All right. They want us to find the area. So I hope you have this memorized. What is the formula for area? Area equals length. I can hear you guys say it, times width. My length is 80 and my width is 50. So to find the area, I have to take 80 and multiply times 50. Now we remember that if we have zeros at the end of our numbers, we can cover those up and work from the front. What is 8 times 5? 40. And how many zeros? 2 zeros. So my answer should be area equals 4,000. And watch the tag here. They said feet, but it's two-dimensional. It's not just a line, it's two-dimensional, length and width. So we have to have squared, feet squared. 4,000 feet squared. Okay. All right, Eli, I'll come back to the English one in a bit. Ella says number 16. I'll do 16 over here. $16 says $8.16 times 9. Now we're going to ignore the decimal points and dollar signs. We're going to pretend they don't exist until the very end. 9 times 6 is 54. I put my 4 down, carry my 5. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 5 is 14. Carry my 1. 9 times 8 is 72, plus 1 is 73. Now I'm going to put my dollar sign down, and I know that there is 2 places for my decimal point. 1, 2, we'll put it right here. $73.44 is the answer to number 16. Yeah. All righty. Okay, we've done 12. No, I haven't done 12 yet. All right, number 12. Mickey drove 364 miles in 7 hours. How far could he drive in 1 hour? Another way you could say this is how far could he drive in 1 hour, which should give you a hint that they are talking about an equal group pattern. Now, they did not tell you you had to use the equal groups, but if you see this could be an equal group one, you might want to use it, especially for a test, so you know that you get it right. We don't know how far it could drive in each hour or 1 hour because that was our question, but we do know he drove 364 miles right in my tag. He drove Oops, 364 miles total, and he did it in 7 hours. So this is our unknown. And how do we find that? Well, what's the opposite of multiplication? That would be division. So 364 divided by 7. 7 can't go into 3. 7 can go into 36 5 times. 5 times 7 is 35. Subtract. 1 is less than 7. Hooray! Bring down. 7 goes into 14 2 times. 2 times 7 is 14 with no remainder. So this means that I can travel 52 miles an hour. Not I can. This guy, Mickey, can drive 52 miles every hour. And that's how he was able to go 364 miles in 7 hours. Now, if you can find the answer without using your EG pattern, that's fine. You can just do the division. But make sure that you have a tag that says miles each hour or miles per hour, if you'd rather. That was number 12. 16 I just did. 17 I'll do over here. 17 says 27 times 24. So 4 gets to go first because he's in the ones place. 4 times 7 is 28. Put my 8 down, carry my 2. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Now, pause right here and notice that this little 2 is only there because of what the 4 multiplied by right here. So when we take a turn now with this 2 to multiply, this little guy up here does not exist. You can go ahead and erase him, or you can leave him there and ignore him. But don't mess with that 2 anymore. That was from this guy's turn. Now it's this 2's turn. First I have to bubble. 2 times 7 is 14. Put my 4 down and carry my 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. I'm not paying attention to that 2 because that was from the first time. And now I add. 8 plus 0 is 8. 0 plus 4 is 4. And 1 plus 5 is 6. And that's the answer to number 17. Double check myself. Yes. Alrighty. And 19. Go over here to 19. Whoops. Mrs. Huff's throwing things again. 19 says 732 fourths. Well, remember that this dividing line, that our fraction bar, means division. So I can rewrite this 732 divided by 4. Now, can 4 go into 7? Yes, one time. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract, and that leaves 3. 3 is less than 4. Now we can bring down. Our new number is 33. 4 goes into 33 8 times. 8 times 4 is 32. I can subtract, and that leaves 1. And 1 is less than 4. Still doing well. Bring down my 2. 4 goes into 12 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. Subtract with no remainder. So that means that 732 fourths is the same as 183. That is number 19. Oh, Jaden, I miss you. Oh, he says. All right, I'm going to pause here for a second and grab my English because I don't see any other questions on math. But Eli had a question on English, number 8. So if you guys want to go over and grab your English paper, you can check and see if you got number 8 correct as well. So this is number 8 on English. It says, our teacher has or have directed a park cleanup before. Let me write that up here. Oops, teacher has directed park cleanup before. Has or have. Whoops, I have those backwards. Excuse me. Has or have. Our teacher have or has. Okay, read it with me and let's find our subject. Our teacher has or have directed a park cleanup before. Who has or have directed a park cleanup before? Teacher. Not our. Our didn't do any cleanup. The teacher did. What is being said about teacher? Teacher has directed. Okay. I wouldn't say teacher have directed because that's plural. If it was a plural teachers, if I said teachers, our teachers have. But this is one teacher, so it's our teacher has. Hope that helps you. Let's see, Audrey has a question on number 7. So here comes number 7 on English. I'm going to write this one in cursive because I'm out of practice. I hope you guys are all writing in cursive. My class at school is or are planning a cleanup day at our local park. All right, everybody read it with me and let's ask our question. My class at school is or are planning a cleanup day at our local park. Who is or are planning a cleanup day at our local park? Our class is. If you underline school, that's not correct. It wasn't the school that planned it. It was your class, my class. So class is your subject. What is being said about class? Class is planning. Now, if this had been plural, like classes, then we would have used are. Classes are, but this is singular. Class is planning. And remember, you don't have to underline your action verb, but you can if you want to. That was 7. Right, Ella, you don't have to underline directed unless you want to. You guys just already know how to do that, so you can keep up your practice if you want. Okay, we're gonna do these last 2 of Esther's and then I have to stop. So let's go ahead with number 2 on English. Number 2 says, each state has or have made its own laws. Read it with me and let's ask our question. Each state has or have made its own laws. Who has or have made its own laws? State. What is being said about state? State has made. If this was plural, states, then it would be have made. States have made, but one state has made. It's singular. That was number 2. We'll do number 3 beneath it. Right? It was number 2 and 3. Yes, reading that right. Most states have or has passed special laws about recycling. We studied recycling not too long ago in science. Read it with me. Most states have or has passed special laws about recycling. What have or has passed special laws about recycling? States. That's who passed the laws. What is being said about states? States have passed. This is plural, so we have to use have with it. We wouldn't say states has passed. We say states have passed. If it was singular, like in this one, state, then we use has. State has made or states have passed. I hope that helps you out a bunch. I want to tell you one more thing before I let you go. Now that you have corrected your practice test, You need to have your parents give you some practice over those kind of problems that you miss. And if your parents are listening, or you can pass this off to your parents, you may use your math book to help you find these kind of problems. So for instance, if you were having a lot of trouble on questions like number 11, that's fraction of a group problems. So your parents can look in here under fraction of a group or find similar ones. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. You can look in the table of contents to find fraction of a group problems, or you can also just go to the different lessons and find ones like those and just have your kiddo do that one again so that they have lots of practice on those kind before the test tomorrow. Esther's asking, do we have to underline made or past? No, you do not. They didn't ask for you to underline anything except the helping verbs. But you guys have already practiced finding the action verbs. So if you want to do that, it's just helping you remember how to find the action verbs too. Because these kind of sentences have two verbs, a helping verb and an action verb. Okay, I think that's all of our time now. We've gone a little bit over, but that was great. Please hang with me, guys. I know this is one of those like crazy Mondays, but you guys are doing great. This is your last week before spring break, and so just hit it, knock it out of the park, and be kind to your parents, okay? This is a lot on them. Give them lots of hugs, and check out our chat page online. You're welcome. It was fun to kind of see you here again today. Hope you guys have a great week. I'm here whenever you need me. Talk to you later. Bye, guys. Miss you too.